Welcome to the store, the Smart Retail Bulletin. First up, top lines with some key developments in retail we picked up for the show today.
Japanese investment giant Softbank has finally dipped its toes in India's food delivery market with a $1.25 billion financing round led by its Vision Fund 2 and Process Ventures in Swiggy. The new round, a Series J, which according to Swiggy was heavily oversubscribed, gives the startup a valuation of $5.5 billion. Launched in 2014, Swiggy's first funding round in 2015 fetched $2 million, leading to the launch of its cloud kitchen and Swiggy Pop. Swiggy Go, Super and Stores took off in 2018. The platform touched 500 cities in 2019 and launched Swiggy Genie, Instamart and Health Hub in 2020. The startup will deploy the fresh funds to accelerate its multi-year strategy of growing its core food delivery business and building new food and non-food adjacencies this year and beyond. Despite the attention put up on e-commerce in 2020, 21% of global retail professionals believe COVID-19 will actually accelerate initiatives to enhance the store experience, according to a Euromonitor International survey. Tech-based immersive experiences are likely to pick up as consumers return to stores with greater frequency. Of the global retail professionals surveyed, 45% through AR/VR and 55% expect 5G to lead to more sophisticated in-person shopping experience in 5 years. Physical assets are in the middle of generational change, the report states, adding that the continued rise in e-commerce will call into question the fundamental purpose of a channel. Stores will likely remain a point of discovery for products that require more consideration, whereas FMCG retailers will need to consider their role as fulfillment centers. About 72% of online consumers do not want the government to ban or intervene in sales offered on e-commerce platforms. According to the findings from new survey conducted by community social media platform Local Circles, based on 82,000 responses from consumers in 394 districts of India. Discounts and conveniences are the primary points of favor for these online shoppers, with 49% of consumers saying digital commerce has been the preferred mode of shopping in last 12 months. 79% people use e-commerce for convenience and safety, 64% for more selection and choice, and 61% use it for competitive pricing and easy returns. 47% respondents expect the pandemic uncertainty to last 6 to 12 months and to impact household budget planning, driving them towards lower-priced retail platforms.
Next up, Smita Jatia, Managing Director, Hardcastle Restaurants Private Limited, the master franchisee of McDonald's South and West India, tells us how convenience channels and service innovation are driving the chain's growth in India.
Your Q4 results from the last financial year were fairly impressive. So there was 142% growth in convenience channels, revenues of over 3,500 million rupees, and quoting some other figures, there was also a great deal of cost rationalization that you did, right? With EBITDA climbing to 325 million rupees. So can you share some of the specific innovations or turnarounds that you did behind the scenes to affect those numbers?
So I don't think there is any a silver bullet or one big silver bullet which has helped us land on the feet where we are. As I mentioned to you earlier, that off-premise or convenience channels, what we call internally, are something which really give business to a QSR brand. You know, whether it is drive-throughs, whether it's deliveries. So that was something which we needed to build. I think the innovation on this was on the go, what we call the curbside pickup. So we were able to, in our own app, give the customer an option that they can either order at home, or if they are en route, they can pre-order their food or pick up a cup of coffee. And when they are at the restaurant, they don't have to get out and collect it. Somebody will come and give it to them in the car. So it was an innovation which helped us accelerate our business when dine-in was closed.
What would you say are the top 2 or 3 or 4 thumb rules for retail profitability in food service?
I think how I would put it again is that if I look at pure profitability, it's always, I think the first rule of thumb rule would be it's very important to have a lean and mean cost structure. And it is very important to break even at least 30% lower than what your average sales, whether annual sales, daily sales would be. The second thumb rule I would say is because India will always be an inflationary market. It's very important year on year to keep taking out 8 to 10% cost out of the system. Otherwise, your entire revenue growth will be the cost increase will eat up your revenue growth, and your profitability will be impacted. And I think the third part is that you have to stay, your prices have to stay in line with inflation. And what do I mean by that? You do not obviously pass all inflation to the customer in terms of prices because then you will not be affordable. But at least anywhere between 50% of your inflation increase has to be passed to consumers in pricing. Otherwise, later on, it will come to bite you.
And that's a wrap for today. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to the Indiaretailing.com channel on YouTube for all our episodes. We'll see you again soon. Thank you and goodbye.